Hello everyone, welcome to Web Development Fundamentals. In our previous lesson, we did how to use the title tag in our HTML file. In this lesson, we are going to see how we can insert CSS files or style sheets in our HTML. So there are three different ways to insert CSS in your HTML. In order to do that, we need some HTML element. So first, let us make this should be changed with inline CSS. Then next, to tag, this should be changed with internal CSS. The last one, this should be changed with external CSS. All right, so there are three different ways to insert CSS in your HTML: inline, internal, and external. So now if you save the file and you go to your browser, you should be seeing these three new headlines that we made: inline, internal, external. All right, and they're just plain black and white. Now, if I want to change this first line with inline CSS, what do? I write it down inside the opening h1 tag style equal to, let's say I want to put a color, uh, maybe red, semicolon, save it. And that should do the job. So let us see. Going back to our browser, refreshing our browser, and the color become red. Wonderful. Now, we can insert CSS also, what is it called? Internal CSS files. For instance, remember in your head section, everything goes in the head section should not be seen in your actual web page. Here, you can create a style tag, opening, closing, and inside this style tag, you can select the HTML element you want to change. For us, this is h2, curly braces, color. Let's say we want to give it maybe blue. Wonderful. Don't forget the semicolon either. So going back to our browser, if you refresh it, it's blue. So that works. Wonderful. The last one, we want to change our h3 element with external CSS file. So in order to do that, you definitely have to create an external CSS file. So you can go to File, New File, and Command S. You can name it whatever you want. I'm naming it style sheet dot CSS. So whatever you name it, make sure you have .css extension. Save it. And once you save it, make sure you have the both file in the same folder. For me, inside part 2, I have my me.html, the HTML file, and the CSS file I just created, which is totally empty. Nice. So going back to my text editor, uh, once I create this CSS file, which is empty, all I have to do is select the element I want to change, curly braces. Then let's say I want to give another color. Color, can I give it maroon? Maybe maroon. Yes, wonderful. Now Command S to save it. Once you save it, going back to your HTML file and going back to your browser, if you refresh it, this line should be maroon. Let's see if that happens. Refresh, nothing happened, right? It didn't work. So why it didn't work? If you notice, these are two different files. This is a CSS file, this is an HTML file, and there is no relation in between. So we have to create a relation for external CSS to work in our HTML. And again, we referring back to our head section. Inside the head section, anywhere in the head section, you want to create a link with your CSS file. So you can write link rel style sheet type text or CSS. Then you have hypertext reference, and here you write the name of your CSS file. For me, it's style sheet.css. That's the name of my CSS file, and that's what you have to write it here as well. Saving it. Now we have just created a link with our CSS file. So going back to my web browser, refreshing it, and I should be seeing the color differently here. Let's see if that works, and it worked. So that's maroon. If you didn't notice, the color changed. So I can give another color here, maybe something sky blue. All right, saving it, going back now, refreshing it is sky blue. That's it in this lesson. See you in the next one. Thank you.